I'm ElusiveKev. Welcome back to 180 Supercross 3. Here we are at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for the East-West Showdown. As we go through the sand here, looking up to that. So that's familiar to this. Once on this calendar. But we actually got to do qualifying properly because only the top 20 make it through to the heat races. So let's see if we get a good lap in here and then maybe improve it a bit. As I remember this being a good racetrack for her as well in the East. So to improve the way it now that she's on the rest. Seems to be running a decent lap at the moment. Great run through the whoop section as well. Past the 40, up in 4th. As well, what you doing 40? Almost tanked the rear there. Just see if she can improve a bit, maybe get into the 51s just to be safe. Seems to be taking that back session pretty well. Much better on this lap as well, it seems like. Oh no, did triple. Just needs an equally good run through the whoop section. Using lots of rear brake as you can see, and it is 51-2 right up there with AC. Who needs practice? She's less than a 10th behind a fellow Kawasaki runner. Who leads the way ahead of Colt Nichols and Shane McElrath. We've got Dan Fernandez round at the top. Over there, Cameron McAdoo, Michael Musaman, who's just fresh off a victory in San Diego last time out. RJ Hampshire on his Honda, and Jimmy DeCotes and Sean Cantrell. And we've got Garrett Marchbanks, Chris Blows, never know how to say his name, Jacob Hayes, Justin Starler, Martin Castillo, Mitchell Allison, Robbie Rageman, Dylan Mayhem, Enzo Lopez and John Ames making it through in the top 20. Mason just missing out David Puddy as well as he looked further down. Nicole Conti there. Chris Howler, who just got to the top 20 in points, is out. So Smith as well, and Jeffrey Kettner in last. So, good qualifying. Now we've got to finish in the top 9 in the heat race to make it through to the main event. As here we go, a couple of Kawasaki's on the inside. Garrett there as well alongside Hayes. Let's get underway. These starts are getting too easy, aren't they? Shane has a little look. But this leads the way. There's all case in the joint. That's not good. There's well AC. Oh, he remembers what happened last time in San Diego. But there's a she gets battling with Garrett. I'm going to take the wide line. Garrett really trying to squeeze her. There's AC leads the way. And a Jacob. Oh, it's almost into the back of AC already. As you start the first lap proper. No, she's down. Trying to slide it too much through the sand. Got a bit of consolidation behind. As he rejoins in sit. It's all a bit all over the place over the room section. Not as all over the place as Michael in front. As we've got Martin Castillo trying to get into the top 5 ahead of this. So who's that down? Oh, it's Shane. It's down here comes Cameron McAdoo with his Honda. God, he's lively, isn't it? Oh, great jump. Boy, that was too good, that. Well, definitely just keep it in further. She's in 4th. There's Royal Garrett a bit wide in front as AC leads the way. Taking a bit of a wider line this time. Going a bit too much speed over the bridge. Well, once again a bit foggy over this section. As whoa, what the hell? Why is she down? Got to back it up. As what is Shane doing? Very elbows out racing from the 54. He's having none of it though, and here comes Colt. Of course, here comes Colt. One thing she does have is that whoop section. My God, as well. Nichols very adventurous into that last corner. There's all this, taking a little bit down the inside of Cameron, almost screwing her up. Keeps it upright this time. That's much better. As what is McAdoo doing in front? As yellow flags raving. Don't see anyone down. No, do in front. So that's Michael down. As Liz back into the top 5 ahead of Cameron. Always careful of not carrying too much speed into that jump. As got Martin Costello in front, having an awesome race. As AC leading the way. As all this into Martin. Carried way too much speed. Even using the tough block to slow down there, using all the tactics. So over the jumps. Once again finding Martin in the way as he goes all over the place now. There's the wide open space for Liz to go down the inside, so she's back up to 4th. Been very up and down this race, but she's on the up now, just when she needs to be, with 2 to go. Once again over this whoop section, loves it. As he catches back up to Hayes. 51-3 head onto the final lap. Shane missing out down in 13th. That could be huge for the Reds Championship. Wonder what other big names are missing out then. They are getting a bit more liberal with the use of the rear brake. You're actually seeing that it's actually a good way of racing. It is a bit like the old way, isn't it? Using that rear brake to rip the rear end round. Got a natural skill. As that was poor from Liz. But she's going to make it through. As all yellow flags waving. Well, who's that down? Is that AC? No, it's Garrett down. So she ends up in 3rd. Great comeback. I forget there's the last chance qualifier, so he's not out yet. Here's McElrath down in 12th on his KTM as AC leads to ahead of Jacob Hayes. Liz in 3rd, Garrett in 4th, Mike Castillo, Michael Muserman, Sean Cantrell, Cameron McAdoo and Colt Nicholas making it through in the top 9. Dylan Fernandez down in 18th as well. RJ Hamilton, Mitchell Allison, Jimmy DeCotis, got Chris as well, Justin Starling, Robbie Rageman, Enzo Lopez, John Ames in last. So lots of big names there. The last chance qualifier. Not all of them can make it through to the main event. Let's see who does. As it's 3 Kawasaki's on the inside. Austin Fortner, AC, Liz, bolting away as the gate drop. Gets a better start than Michael, who's got a good start as there's a tough block flying. As Liz gets the whole shot once again. As all rear end almost getting away. Holds on. There's Chase Sexton ran out the top 5 on his Honda. But it's the rest leading the way. At the moment, with Fortner, we're watching brief. As Muserman down. As it is failing at the start. That's allowed. Oh my God! All the Kawasaki crew by. As she gets into AC and Fortner, she does not want to give up this lead, even at this early stage. So here comes, who's that? That's Cantrell. We've got Sexton all over the place. Got all the boys are coming. Including Justin Cooper. Hello, old rivalry. What about Liz and Yamahas? As well, who's that? It's Jacob Hayes. Poking his nose down the inside. Liz having none of that. Shoves Hayes wide out. As Cooper down the inside, shoves her wide. Someone down behind. I think that might be Alex Martin. As Cooper's struggling, so is Chase Sexton. The last foot section, so she's back up to 4th. As I have no idea where Cooper's going. Poor run through the sand. Trying to block off Sexton. Because he knows what happens if she doesn't. Here comes Cooper, here comes Hayes. Cooper shoved wide. Fortunately, the top 3 aren't getting away despite all of this internal bickering. Once again, poor momentum into that jump. She needs to fix that if she's going to win this. Still in the top 5, amazingly. Behind Chase Sexton. She does a 53 flat. Needs to improve by at least a second notice that time. So always gets in the back of the Honda. Much more aggressive in the sand. That's much better. The sand is actually pretty cool. So who's that in 3rd all over the place? That's Cantrell. It's been a while since he's been up there. That's maybe why. It's like, where do I go from here? You've still got the MR twins behind. Cooper and Hayes. Gotta watch out for that, Liz. There you go, set that up properly. There's over the whoops. Once again flying. There's this like Sexton's got past Cantrell. 51-2, that's more like it that time wise. It's down the inside the KTM. Oh, he's not giving way, is he? Does in the end. So does Sexton. As Liz chasing down a fellow Kawasaki to make it a 1-2-3. As well, AC slow as Fortner gets away in the lead. As Liz trying to find a way by AC, he's not going to give it to her, is he? As AC blocks her. Really slows her down in that section. Liz gets going again, no. Trying to find a way by. She's can't find a gap, or can she? Oh, too much speed. AC comes back. As we approach halfway mark of this race, it's getting tasty now. Battle of the Kawasaki's at the front, no. 1, 2, 3. I think we chose the right bike, didn't we? As Liz made that hairpin work. Oh, AC blocks her again. As gets into AC majorly. Holds them both up. Just needs to find a way by. Has she got it round the outside? Oh, AC blocks. Look at the elbows from him. Absolutely shoving him into the face mask. Oh, but better run. As she finally made it work. I think she has. She's ahead of her rival. Oh, is she? Oh, AC with the shove back. Oh, and Liz with the wipeout. Oh my god. Oh, she's definitely off the Christmas card list now. Second race in a row, controversy between the Kawasaki's. And she's got a 4.3 second gap to make up. That's why she's just got a bit too feisty, maybe. There's Mikhailov down in 21st, so he made it through to the main event, but the red plate suffering in Atlanta. Unlike the other red player, Justin Cooper, who seems to be coming alive. The Yamaha now. Oh no! Oh, the rear brake saved her. But she's lost time to Fortner. Oh, and she's lost time to the top lock. Down to 4th. Is she ever going to win? Seriously. Survives the duel with AC and then chucks it away. Like an absolute prat. Fortner's actually had a bit of an issue though. He's come back to the top 3. Well, another top 3. Great time for Liz to bugger up then. It's got Jimmy in last, having a mare. Got IJ Hampshire behind in 6th, just outside the top 5, and then watch and breathe on the KTM of Cantrell. So here we go, 2 east, 2 west in the top 4. It's an east 1, 2, but here come. Who will survive out of the west pair? Honestly, AC or Liz? If I'm AC, I'm worried. Didn't even bother to defend. He's broke her. Well, she's broke him, should I say. She does a low 51. Got the big girl pants on now in the last 2 minutes of this main event. It's all launched it lovely out of that triple. Am I actually meant to be going down to 3rd, or? Because I go down to 2nd there because it's a tight hairpin, but that, with that burn, I could maybe take it in 3rd, couldn't I, and keep the momentum going a bit better. But she's all over Cooper. She's at the high line. Oh, Cooper's messed up. He's down. Liz didn't even touch her. Touch him, should I say, on that occasion. Fortner just 3 seconds in front. We've got 3 laps. 2nd per lap, easy. So the hunt is still on for the first win. Yeah, they seem to be alright in 3rd. I just keep doing that. For the first time in a while, we don't see a red plate in the top 5. We've got AC, Cantrell, RJ Hampshire. All these rest guys led by the East or Fortner. As Cooper gets back into the top 5, just as I say that. Oh, the gap to Fortner has halved. This is charging. Has it gone to penultimate lap? 2.2 the gap, so almost a second gained. Definitely seems to be quick in this first part. Cole Peters down to 21st. Looks like Jimmy and Shane have finally escaped the basement. Oh, almost too high there. Got away with it. Here, a bit of a whip. Target locked. Right in front. Oh, she's really gaining now. She can taste the champagne. Taste that first place trophy. Maybe not taste it, but you can see it. As we go into the final lap. It's a battle of the Kawasaki's again. But this time, it's Fortner v Liz. We didn't see too much of this in the East as well. These pair fighting as Liz messes up. Not too bad, not too bad. We gained it. It's really getting the whips out. Gap similar though. And in this part of the track. There's all massive jump. Oh, that's too high then. As she really gains on Fortner. Oh, she's just going to run out of time. No. Austin wins. Second again. As Fortner wins ahead of Liz by under a second in the end. As Cantrell rounds out the podium with KTM ahead of the Honda of RJ Hampshire. Great result ahead of Justin Cooper as East beats West after 13 laps. We've got AC in 6th, battered and bruised, and probably looking for a fight after that race. And Dylan Fernandez in 7th, Chase Sexton in 8th, Colt Nicholas in 9th. And Alex Martin rounds out the top 10 as Michael did the fast at 50.6. Look how consistent it is between the top riders though. 51s. You've got 50s here as well. Got 52s near the back of Brandon, Cole Peters and Jimmy. Did not get going. Where was Shane McElroy? Down in 18th. That's his lead gone, isn't it? Got Jacob Hayes in 12th, Michael in 13th. That's why that fast is that. Martin Castillo 15th, Garrett in 16th, Cameron McAdoo 17th, Mitchell Oldenburg in 19th as well. Martin Davalos in 11th as well, and here's Kawasaki. So in the championship, Liz into the top 5 and just 9 points back. You can start the dream, even though she's not winning. It's consistency. As Colt Nicholas, he's not won either. He's in the lead now from 3rd, 2 points ahead of Michael. As Shane drops to 3rd, AC in 4th. And you've got Dylan Fernandez in 6th, Sean Cantrell in 7th, Chris in 8th, Jacob Hayes in 9th. Chris down 4 places after not making it to the main event. And you've got RG Hampshire in 10th. Has the top 8 separated by just 17 points with just a couple of rounds remaining, if I remember correctly. Got Jimmy outside the top 10 now in 12th after falling 4 places. Garrett in 11th. Cameron McAdoo down to 13th. Justin 14th. Then in 15th. Got John Ames up to 23rd. Got Hayden dropping down 3 places. Victoria down 4. Bobby Jensen down 5. Richard Jones ran out the top 40 now down 7 alongside his fellow Canadian Kevin Wilson. As Rachel Moore in at last. Everyone's got at least 2 points now. As, yeah. Awards mean nothing. It's not gold, it's silver. Again.
The pace of that race was absolutely crazy. They definitely gave it their all.
As we have achieved the contract objective, we are A+, A star. So, we might actually be able to stay on board the Kawasaki. We will. Or we could go to Yamaha. We went to Yamaha in the East though, didn't we? It did not end well. I think we stick on the Kawasaki. Keep this rivalry going as the team has organised a special event. Shall we do this? A bit of a cool down before we head to Seattle and CenturyLink Field. As here she is. Oh god, she's next to AC and Shane. Oh my god, read it perfectly. Whole shot this. Shall we saying? If only you could flip off your fellow riders as you went away from the line. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever read a start so perfectly. Oh, there she goes. She's just facing them all now. Like this could have been you. Shane goes for the ride line. She blocks that. That's something we've seen as she's got better. And the rest as well. Leading other lines. Apart from the consistency improving. Oh my god, where's she going? As I said, consistency improving. He's been able to battle better. Like, we've never seen what she did with AC. Like, battle lasting quite a few laps in the East. Even though it didn't end well. You know, it was actually fun. As much as I criticise our opponents on the lack of improvement and awareness, that was actually decent for once. Until we buggered it up, basically. I'll admit that. That was not good. There we go, sliding it. Oh my god, I should have full pelted it. Snuck down the inside of Brandon. Hang on. We've got some of the East guys in here. Oh yeah, got Martin. Just noticed that. That's what are you doing, Brandon? Got flashbacks, haven't we? Who's that gone down? That is Martin going down. We've got Garrett behind and Robbie Bageman. That's once again, it's a shortened field, isn't it? Around 12? Okay, I didn't even know you could just cut the corner basically and take out your punt. It's punting practice, this is what it is. I've noticed there's another 10-minute event, isn't it? Main event basically. So even though she's down here, make up the time, especially if she just uses other riders as a brake like that. Quite a long lap though. Oh, almost got the move done there. Around the outside, oh, pushed into Colt. She's a bit sandwiched there, nothing she could really do. But ahead of the Yamaha. Oh god, what's the back end kicking out for? Who's that? Oh, it's AC down this time. You put them together, haven't you? Manufactured it. I see what's happening. Getting the headlines ready when the inevitable happens. Definitely don't want to take that tight line. That really just killed a bite, doesn't it? Trying to make the moves on Cameron. Having none of it. It's old McAdoo. There we go, makes it in the final corner. She lands on Brandon. Always in the way, Brandon. Oh, we get ahead of Garrett into the top 5. If I see correctly, the leader's just buggered off. Yeah, so it's the battling behind base here. It's all AC down. There you go, got all the triples done, finally. Garrett trying to do that inside manoeuvre. Oh, there's the boost again. Haven't seen that for a couple of episodes, have we? I'm sure it happens every race, but that's the first time I've actually seen it. She almost lands on Garrett. Brandon! What have we said about you, man? My god. See, no one's catching first because we're too busy doing this stupid bollocks. Like, oh, there we go. That's how you go full send into that corner. Much better. I know we are just at the halfway mark. Cuts out Garrett. Cuts out AC. Sorry, Colt. There's once again nowhere to go. We're being pushed into you. Did the leader make a mistake? Because suddenly I've noticed there's an extra member here. Looks like they have. So Supercross gone wild. It's about to get a bit crazier, maybe. Now back into the top 5. See, races like this in the East would not have been comebacks. Would have just been continuing forwarding stories, failure. Definitely has grown as a rider in the rest. I'm not sure if it just suits her better, the track, or... let's take that, Garrett. Take a bite to the face. Same as you, McAdoo. Don't really know, but yeah, it's just... Oh my god, what is she doing? Trying to get how many concussions this race? Like, to miss the next one. Trying to get all 20 of them. Cuts off Dylan. And one thing improved in the battling as well is she's giving what she can take as well as what is the bike doing. As Dylan's gone down. This is not the time to rodeo. Dylan, mate, carve it, alright? There's the leader, there's second, there's third. Remember when she was battling for those places? It was just a lap ago, wasn't it? But she got silly. As whoa, what's the bike doing there? I went on the power to get around the corner, and the bike was like, no, I'm going off the edge of a cliff. Just forget about me, alright? Sheva should have re-signed with Kawasaki. Seeing that the Yamaha is staying upright for Dylan. Say the Yamaha wouldn't have done that, would have sent her into another realm. What is that restart point? That is... Why would you restart in the couple of rhythm sections in the middle of them like that? Well, there's been some stupid restart points in the history of Supercross. That is probably right up there in Supercross games. I mean, there's a flat piece of track afterwards, but you know, just start in the middle of 2 jumps. So much better. Makes so much more sense. God, she's going to be battling for last soon. Hey, Robbie. I thought he was a bit close, to be fair, when I said that. Because it said 2 seconds, but obviously the timing's a bit unreliable. It feels like. Well, it's taken from a checkpoint previous, because now he's suddenly 8 seconds back. We have not gained just 6 seconds on him in one sector. At least I don't think so. There you go. Back into the 108s. Shane leading the way. Tending to his heartbreak well after losing the championship lead. Seriously, cannot believe it. Liz could win the championship without winning races if he just continues finishing second. So we're really catching up to Dylan now. Get those triples down. Oh. Got the weight all wrong in the last part. Not even trying to triple that one, because he kind of used the back end to jump onto the next spot. So he got that wrong if I actually wanted to do carry speed through the corner. Is it Colt lead in the way? I thought it was Shane. But I swear that's a blue and white top as she says goodbye to the Kawasaki once. She's just getting the crashing out of the way. I think that's what this event is for. Oh, I found a shortcut. Oh, for God's sake. Cena, why are you pointing that angle as well? Like, I don't get the logic, to be honest. Not that we've found errors at all in any milestone game ever. Now all developers do make mistakes, but that's just a logic point of view. Like, I don't get what's the logic in starting it there or setting the start point there. Come on, Rageman, let's battle. Oh God, no, that's not battle. I could have recovered from that. I had 3 seconds left to recover. Surprised she hasn't been lapped this race, to be honest. I know it's probably impossible, but she's had what, double figure crashes? Just as I was praising her earlier in the race that she bounces back now from mistakes and failure, and then she has a race like this. Daddy could have got the scrub out there. I love how much you can just use the rear brake as a handbrake there. Again, I don't really ride bikes, never have. Even when my dad actually used to ride them, used to ride motocross. But this is way back in like the 50s, way before I was born, so never actually got to learn. But yeah, is the rear brake actually used just like as a handbrake? I imagine not. For a bike. I imagine it applies some stopping power, but you use it in conjunction with the front brake, like in the MotoGP games. Again, MotoGP's tarmac riding, this is, of course, off-road riding. In the dirt. Like, I imagine you use it for passes, maybe? Or you want to make those passes on the inside? Or switchbacks? Might be good for that. Liz has finished last. Very good team event, that. She learnt a lot about crashing from that. As she crashes into the camera there at the end. Fuss that way off as well, my god. Will we get rewarded for that? Not sure about that. Actually, I remember watching a video about, or an article about how the rear brake is, or how the clutch is used, and how Tomek uses the clutch a lot compared to other riders to try and, you know, get the momentum out the corners and get the bike turned as well. So maybe that's what we have in the game with the rear brake then. Or we could just use the clutch as well. Like, I maybe got to start learning that as well to actually be really good at the game. But we head to Seattle, CenturyLink Field, less than 10 points off the lead. Could a miracle happen in this lead heading into the final round in Las Vegas? Who knows? Let's see what happens next time. So out watching. We'll find out then.